Apparently I'm at my limit of storage space, and these videos take up a lot of space. But I don't really remember what I was saying, because I had to delete a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I was on Facebook, I saw this guy, he's over here, making a video, and somebody's like, oh, this guy's making a good point. We'll never forget, and he listed off a bunch of people that have been beaten by cops or whatever, which cops don't speak for the entire race, but I've been harassed by cops before. Cops can be dicks. There's cool cops out there, but there's also fucking dicks who are just trying to push you into doing something wrong. Like, they will harass the living shit out of you till you can't take it, and you have to just take it just so you don't beat the shit out of them and go to jail yourself, even though they deserve it. But, bad blood leads to bad blood. If you're not willing to you don't have to forget about that. That's something you shouldn't forget about. But to act on it is the thing. If you sit there and you act out of revenge and all that, you're just going to lead to the problem getting bigger. You're not working to solve the problem of racism. You're working to solve a personal vendetta. You're working to justify your hatred of a certain group of people. That's all you're doing. At that point, you no longer care about whether you can get rid of racism, whether you can actually help society. All you care about is yourself. You're being selfish because, you're sitting here, you're trying to justify all this. We're like, oh, we'll never forget. It's like, you're gonna have to at least move on. You don't forget. It's just like if a relative passed away. Don't forget about them. But don't let that control your life either. It's you have to do what's good, what's best for society and yourself. And being hateful is not good for you. And it's sure as hell not good for society either. So, being aggressive in that sense, like violent towards racist people, is just giving them fodder to justify their actions. And that's never good. And you can sit there and you can try to eradicate an entire race, or you can try to help those who are racist understand that they are and understand why it's wrong. So you have this choice to make, either of being better than your enemy and showing them why you're better, or pretending like you're better than your enemy, but being on their level of the same piece of shit as they are, being just as aggressive, being just as violent, being just as much of a dumbass as they are. So those are your options. Or you can sit back and just let the shit hit the fan, but then, that's kind of, to not do anything is a bad thing in of itself, because you're letting it happen. Standing back and letting it happen is a bad thing. You're not in the wrong, but a piece of you, a part of you should be saying, like, just screaming out, do something. If you see a child on the train tracks and a train's coming, are you going to let the child sit there, or are you going to at least try to hold your hand out and, help out a little bit? It's better to at least somewhat help than to stand back and let shit hit the fan, I'm going to try to end this rant because it's probably going to cut off soon. But yeah.